For this week's Be Good and Talking Tough moment, we were inspired by Laurent Duvernay-Tardif. Tardif is a Super Bowl winning offensive lineman for the Kansas City Chiefs. Also a medical school graduate, Laurent recently opted out of the upcoming NFL season to stay on the front lines in Canada as an orderly combating COVID-19. This selfless act made us reflect upon another incredible man, Azim Khamisa. Azim, a man who, despite great tragedy, the shooting death of his only son, opened his heart to the highest level of faith and forgiveness. Calling up his strength and resilience, Khamisa formed some very unlikely bonds and founded an organization named after his son, the Tariq Khamisa Foundation, to break the cycle of youth violence. Let's hear what Azim had to say recently on Talking Tough.
I clearly remember this. 4 months after Tariq died, which was April, he died in January. I was in Mammoth. A friend of mine gave me his condo, and I was there trying to figure out how and why I would continue the rest of my life. And it was like a silent retreat. I went out to eat, but mostly I cooked in the condo. And I took long walks and spent time with nature. And this advice I got from my spiritual teacher it was like a broken record. Spiritual good deeds done in the name of the departed are spiritual currency, provide high octane fuel. That's when I thought, what if I became the foe, not of my son's killer, but of the societal forces that led him to get involved with gangs and crime and drugs and alcohol, and to prove himself to the gang, he took the life of my son. That's when I came down the mountain, so as to speak, stronger, and decided to start the Tariq Khamisa Foundation with the mandate to stop kids from killing kids by breaking the cycle of youth violence. And essentially 3 mandates. First was to save lives of children. The second was to empower the right choices so they don't fall through the crack and choose lives of crime and gangs and drugs and alcohol and weapons. And third, to teach the principles of nonviolence, of accountability, of empathy, of compassion, of forgiveness, of peacemaking and peace building. And once I decided to start the foundation and wrote this mission statement, I asked the district attorney to introduce me to the grandfather and guardian of my son's killer. And when I met him, I told him, I'm not here screaming retribution and revenge because your grandson killed my son. Rather, I'm here in the spirit of compassion and forgiveness, because what I really see here is we both lost a son.
Please support Live Free USA and the National Cares Mentoring Movement by getting your Be Good merchandise now. Shop at www.talking-tough.com. That is www.talking-tough.com for your Be Good merchandise today.